Yes, hi and hello dear friends. Welcome back once again to our channel Vagai Academy of Mathematics, and this playlist is where you can find video lessons for CAT, MAT and other management exams. So this session we are about to solve problems based on reminders. That too when we involve questions where we have powers, and there if you are supposed to find reminders, what approach we should handle in order to solve those problems is what we are going to see here in this session. So we are going to solve these problems based on a very important property of reminders, which is based on powers. Based on this property is what we are going to solve some three problems here. So first of all, let's have a look on what property we have, and then we'll try to apply it to these problems and then solve it. Yes, ready? Yeah, come on. So our property here is remainder of a value k raised to the power n when it is divided by a. That is, when k power n it is to be divided by a, the remainder what we obtain, it can be written like remainder when k is divided by a and then we raise to the power n. So this is what this property says. That is, clearly if you see, this states that when you take the power and remainder, that's a relation. Okay, so when you try to take the remainder of the power, it will be same as the power of the remainder which you take inside. Okay, so this is what this property conveys, and using this property is what we have some three problems here. We are going to solve these problems. Yes, ready? Yeah, come on. So our first question, what is the remainder when 36 power 53 is divided by 7? So this is the first question. So let's try to apply our property. So if we do that, what happens is, first of all, just ignore this 36 power 53. As of now, you just ignore this power 53. Just see what is the remainder. What is the remainder when 36 alone is divided by 7? Okay. Is the problem clear? Is the property clear? We are using that property only. So I'm just going to just see the remainder. What will be my remainder when 36 is divided by 7? Okay. And then I will be raising the power 53 with what answer I'm getting inside. So this is all we do in using this property. Okay, yes, fine. So what will be the remainder when 36 is divided by 7? Can you think of what would be the remainder? It's easy to say, right? So I can divide 36 by 7 up to 5 times. So I will be getting 7 5s are 35. So in the case, my remainder will be exactly 1. Very simple. So 1. Now I can raise 1 power 53. So 1 raised to any power, it is going to be 1 only. So your answer is as simple as that. So the remainder when 36 power 53 is divided by 7, the answer would be 1. That's the answer for your first question. So try or imagine how we can solve this problem in a very lengthy way. Like, so if we have no idea about this property, we might think like, how are we going to solve this problem? So 36 and it is to be raised to the power 53, and then such a huge product you have to divide it by 7 and to get the remainder. But this property makes a problem solving very simple, right? Yes. So it simply says, when you have power, just take the power later, just go get the remainder what you have inside, then with that result you can raise to the power. This is what this property says, and it's made the problem so easy. So answer for the first question is going to be 1, and let's try to use the same approach in solving the other problems also. Coming to the second question, here we have what is the remainder when 75 raised to the power 110 is divided by 8. Yes, is the question clear? 75 power 110 divided by 8. Let's do the same thing. So first of all, let me try to find what is the remainder when 75 is divided by 8. Then we can worry about the power 110. Okay, yes, fine. So it's very clear, 75 by 8, what would be the remainder? When you try to divide 75 by 8, you can go up to 8 9s are, right? 8 9s are will be 72. In that case, 72, you can get the remainder to be 3. So that means here I will get the remainder as 3. But once again, what happens? We will have 3 raised to the power 110. It is logically not possible. You can't get such a huge remainder when you divide a number by 8, right? So in that case, what you should again do is, however you got the remainder as 3 inside, right? Just continue the chain. So remainder of what remainder you got inside? You got 75 by 8. You got the remainder to be 3. Just raise the 3 to the power 110. Is the idea clear? So here what we got is, here we simply got it to be 1. So 1 I can raise to 53. It will be always 1, right? 1 raised to any power, it's going to be 1 only. So this appears to be logically sensible. But what about here? So you can't get 3 power 110 to be the answer when you divide a number by 8. So in that case, you should again continue the chain. So what you got is 3. So 3 again raised to the power 110, and again you try to get the remainder. Okay, this is so when we get a bigger number, again we have to continue the chain to get the remainder. Okay, we have to simplify and simplify and simplify, and finally we would get the answer. This is what we have to do. Okay, yeah, fine. Now how can we continue from here? So we got 3 raised to the power 110, and this has to be divided by 8. What is the remainder, right? So just go for 3 and just go think for 3's powers. Okay, so I know 3 power 1 is 3 and 3 power 2 will be 9, right? That 9 is much closer to this 8, is it or not? So I can think that way. So I can go think like 3 square is 9. So that means what I can think here is I can try to collect as many 3 squares from this numerator. That is, from this 3 power 110, I can try to collect as many 3 squares from here. So let me try that. So remainder of, so what will I have inside is this 3 power 110. I will try to rewrite now as 3 square power, what I can write? See, already we got 3 power 110. This I am going to rewrite as 3 square power something. So the power what I can have, it's very simple. So I already collected 3 square. This 2 into what power if I raise, I will get 110. That we have to think. It's simple, right? So 2 into 55 I can do. So that means this 3 power 110 can be rewritten as 3 square power 55. Okay. Now I can divide this by 8. Okay. This remainder is what we want. And again continue. So remainder. Now this 3 square is nothing but as we planned, it's going to be 9. So 9 power 55 by 8. Now again we can use our property. So what we can do is a remainder when 9 power 55 is divided by 8. This is all we need, right? Just think of what is the remainder when 9 alone is divided by 8. 9 alone divided by 8, the remainder would be 1, right? So my answer would be 1 power 55. This sounds sensible, right? So this looks very sensible. So 1 power 55, and once again our answer to is 1. So again my answer for my second question is again 1. I hope you are able to observe the process, how we are continuing it. So till we are getting an answer which is lesser than this 8, okay, with what number we are dividing, till that we have to continue and then get the answer. We can't immediately just abruptly stop there. Okay, so this case you see here 3 power 110. Imagine, can you get a remainder to be 3 power 110 when you divide a number by 8? It's not possible, right? So in that case, just continue, and I'm making adjustments and again continuing and then getting the answer. Again, the answer to the second question is once again 1 is the answer. Okay, yes, we have got the third problem. We have the third problem. It's going to be a little challenging for us. Let's anyways try to find the answer for the third problem again using the property, and as we observed here, what we did for the second problem, the same way we are going to adopt, the same method we are going to adopt for the third problem also. Continue with the chain. Okay, continue as many powers you can, and then continue the chain, and then finally get the answer. This is what we are going to do. Yes, come to the third question. Here we have got remainder. What's the remainder when 121 raised to 88 is divided by 13? This is our question. So as usual, what we can try doing is remainder. So just try dividing 121 by 13. So 121 by 13 alone, can you try to divide? So in 121, how many 13s you can collect? Just we can think that. So 121 we can go up to 9 times, right? So we can go up to 9 times, I think. Yes, 13 9s are, we can go up to 13 9s are 117, but that doesn't matter. We only need the remainder. So in that case, if it is 117, we got excess 4 here. So that means remainder will be 4. So like what we did here, same thing we have to do here. We got the remainder 4. Again, raise that 4 to this power. So 4 power 88, you divide it by 13. Is it or not? Okay, fine. So this is how we continue, and again, yes, again continue. So just go for 4's powers. So 4 power is 4 power 1 is 4, and 4 power 2 will be 16. Yeah, we are almost near this 13, right? So anyways, let's continue the chain. Okay, so 4 square is 16, I know. So 4 power 1 is 4. It is 2 less when we compare to this 13. So in that case, what I am doing is I am going for 4 square, 4 the next power. 4 power 2. 4 power 2 will be 16. 16 is almost closer to this 13. Is it or not? So in that case, I am going to collect 4 squares. Like how we collected 3 squares here, the same way I am going to collect 4 squares here. Shall we do that? Yes, ready? Yeah, fine. So remainder when we have 4 squares. Okay, so if I try to write 4 square, I will write 4 square power 44 here. I hope you're able to understand this. So we can rewrite it as a remainder of 4 power 88 as 4 square raised to 44. I am dividing by 13. Okay, so if we try to do that, we will be getting a remainder of 4 square is, we very well know it is 16. So 16 power 44 by 13. So yes, this is what we are getting. So again, remainder of, just again repeat the same thing. We got 16 power 44. We are going to divide it by 13. So in that case, just divide 16 by 13 alone. So what is the remainder when 16 is divided by 13? It's simple, right? It is 3. Because 13 ones are 13, we got 3x's. So remainder will be 3. So in that case, remainder of 3 power 44 divided by 13. See the way how we are reducing it. So we got a very huge number at the first in the question, and we are trying to reduce it step by step. We got a lesser number. We are getting our values to be very lesser and lesser as we proceed with the steps. Yes, anyways, we'll continue. And again, we'll have to do the same thing. Just check with 3's powers. Okay. So if I go for 3's powers, I will have 3 power 1 as 3. It's 2 lesser, and 3 square is 9. Again, it is somewhat lesser. Go for 3 cube. What about 3 cube? 3 cube will be 27. Just imagine what will happen if you take the remainder when 27 is divided by 13. The process becomes so simple, right? So this is what we are going to do. This is the way we have to apply. Okay, this is the way we have to think. Let me repeat what I told now. 3's power 1 is 3. It's 2 less. 3 square is 9, again comparatively less, but 3 cube will be 27, right? 3 cube is 27. Just try to divide the 27 by 13. You will have the remainder as 1, because 27, when you try to divide by 13, you can go up to 2 times and the remainder will be 1, right? So that is the logic we are going to use now. Fine, yes. So now what we are going to do here is, I'm just going to continue it here. So this will be equal to, I'm just going to continue the next step here, okay? So this will be equal to, I'm going to collect as many 3 cubes possible. Is the idea clear? I got 3 power 44. I am going to collect, like how we did for this one, how we did here, the same way I am going to do here also. Okay, I am going to collect 3 cubes from 3 power 44. So at a maximum, how many 3 cubes we can collect? Okay, so we got 3 power 44 we got. So at a maximum 3 cube power, how much you can go? You can go up to 14 times, right? So 3 cube power 14 we can go. So that we would accomplish 3 power 42 from here itself. Is the idea clear? So be clear with this. 3 cube power 14 we have. So I can go up to 14 because I am collecting 3 cubes here. So if I go for that, 3 cube power 14 I can go. Why? Because 3 14s are 42. I can accomplish up to, I can cover up to 42s, 3 power 42s. And how much more 3s you have got? We got 2 more 3s. I mean 3 square we have. Is the point clear? This 3 power 44 is what I am rewriting like this. I think the idea is clear to you. 3 cube power 14 into 3 square. So that you get 3 power 42 here into 3 power 2 here. So that the entire thing will make 3 power 44 here itself. So divide this entire thing by 13. Now what happens is we can just split it. Okay, because we have got like 2 terms, right? 2 products, right? We can now split it so that we'll get remainder when 27 power 14. See the way I am writing, 3 cube is 27. So 27 power 14 is divided by 3 multiplied with remainder when 3 square. What about this 3 square? 3 square will be 9. 9 is divided by 13. I hope the idea is clear to you. I'm just splitting the steps. Okay, I'm just resolving into 2 parts. So I will be getting, so remainder when 27 power 14 is divided by 13. This looks very simple as we planned. This 27, if I try to divide by 13, my remainder will be 1. So here, this part, for this first part, I will get 1 power 14 into, what about the second part? Remainder when 9 is divided by 13. It's very simple. When you divide 9 by 13, it's a lesser number. This 9 is lesser than 13. So obviously the lesser number itself will come as the remainder. So 9 will come. So obviously what would be our answer? 1 power 14 is anyways 1. So 1 into 9. So finally our answer will be 9. So I hope we got a very long process here, right? So anyways, this will give you a clear idea. So how to give the steps, how to split it, how to then continue, everything. This will give a clear view. For that purpose is what I've inserted a little challenging problem here, right? For your better understanding. So anyways, the answer for the third question is 9. Yes, fine. So I hope the way they saw this property and the way the approach, how we applied that property here to solve these problems are clear to you. And as usual, any doubts, you are most welcome to comment it in the comment box. And if I see, I will see to rectify your doubts. And also, if you feel that this video is useful for you, give a like. And also, if you feel that this would be useful for your friends also, please share them, and also do subscribe our channel. And for more math videos like this, math problems like this, kindly subscribe to our channel. And yes, again in our next upcoming session, we will try to take other different varieties of problem and solve there. See you soon there. Thank you so much.